Oh, he's typing now. Ah, he's out. All right. Just out of curiosity. Let me see anyone else on
Bro,
here.
can Brazy just calm down? Oh, I forget he has work. That's why.
Yeah, you can go ahead and start it.
Yeah. I mean, we're ready now. Like.
Yep. All good.
Oh, it isn't Brazy's first trip. Come on, man.
Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Tonight, it is all on the line.
Make sure the streams are up, but meantime, yep, they are. Good afternoon, NFASL. We are live from Tampa Bay, Florida. It is the site of Season 5 Super Bowl of Madden 24. Hi, I'm Thomas Jones IV, giving y'all the commentary for the final game of this Madden cycle, and boy, do we have an equal matchup between the New York Jets and the Carolina Panthers. Jets won the toss. They will defer, and Super Bowl is underway here as it will be a touchback, and out will come Bryce Young, #1 draft pick all those years ago out of the University of Alabama. Again, Carolina moved hell, heaven, and earth to get him, and it's led to this moment after 5 seasons, tumultuous playoff exits by the hands of the Green Bay Packers, the Philadelphia Eagles, and the Detroit Lions. But this time, Panthers were able to exercise those demons, make it to the bowl. And then for the Jets, same type of thing. Terrorized by the Ravens, the Patriots, and other teams that have made it to the Super Bowl. The Jets finally break through here in Season 5. And we are in for a battle of number 9s. So it'll be Bryce Young under center to start it out against the stout defense in New York. Again, that D-line is very tough to run on. They will attempt that with Jamal Williams, and he loses a couple right on cue as it's the linebacking core teaming up to make the tackle for loss. Second down here from the 23. It'll be Young again out of the shotgun. Clean pocket throw across the middle. It is in. Oh, it is caught, actually. Check that. It is hauled in by T. Higgins. First catch today. First down for the Panthers. That'll be a pickup of 24 yards there. So a nice little chunk play for the Panthers. They are now a couple yards away from midfield. Bryce Young calls his own number, and he gets away from the diving Johnson. Gets away from Groves, still going, and then will slide at the 41. Sauce Gardner looking for the peanut punch. And a whirling dervish of a run from Bryce Young as he will put the ball in New York territory. It's been a fruitful opening drive thus far for the Panthers, now in the opponent territory at the 41. New set of downs here as play clock dwindles to 3. 5-man rush picked up. Young backpedals and cannot hook up with the wide open Tyreek Hill. Again, this receiving core against this Jets secondary is going to be the big matchup today. I do expect the Jets to be able to keep the Panther run game at bay, but it's going to come down to these second down, these obvious passing situations, third and longs. See who can win that battle. It'll be a handoff here for Williams. Good blocking there from the front 5 of Carolina, and Williams will push for 4 more down to the 33-yard line. That'll be a gain of 8. So a nice play call there from Carolina to get into a 3rd and short where you can do anything, really. This could be 2-down territory. Play clock again down to 2. 3rd and short. Bryce. Here comes Quinnen Williams. Throw across the middle. We have a penalty. I think this will be PI. And it will. They're going to call DJ Reed for interfering on the pass there. I saw some incidental contact, but looks like this officiating crew is going to play it tight this evening. So again, this is an NFC South versus AFC East Super Bowl, and it is the first Super Bowl not including the Ravens or Packers, thank God, here in NFASL Madden 24. Bryce Young takes the snap with one hand, looks to his left, complete to Williams, but tackled immediately. Short gain there. Jets replayed that one very well, as it is now 2nd and goal. As again, the opening drive started back at the 25. This is now play number 8 on this drive. has taken about 3.5 minutes off the clock. Young against the shotgun, running out of time, and he will be dropped back at the 12. Quinnen Williams, little Alabama on Alabama crime right there. And we talked about that passing defense from the Jets. Again, the secondary is stout, but it's this front four. They just don't give you time. And again, when you get interior pressure, it is so difficult to evade that. So 3rd and goal now from the 12. Bryce Young against a 3-man rush. Will take off, look middle, in. A dangerous throw is picked off by Garrison Groves as he fumbles the football, and it goes out of the end zone for a touchback. In all of my years commentating NFASL games, I don't think I've ever seen that before. It's just a dangerous throw from, I'm sorry, dangerous throw from Bryce Young. I don't know what he was thinking there. Jets, again, start dancing in the end zone. The ball goes out of the end zone after the fumble. So here's the first play. We have trickeration. Mecole Hardman, who won the Super Bowl in real life, will dart out of bounds after a pickup of 7. So we have a moment to catch our breath here as the Panther promising drive ends on the pick. And speaking of picks, here is Kenny Pickett, who has been, to be honest, I think this year's version of the most traded player in the NFASL. He's found his way from Pittsburgh to L.A., now to New York. And Breece Hall, who's been here the whole time, has turned him into one of the best backs in this league, as he'll pick up 8, and the Jets have their first down of the Super Bowl. Really interesting chess match here we're going to have between this Jets offense and the Panthers defense. They typically, the Panthers, don't give up a lot of yards on the run game, and I think this is going to be one of their biggest tests of the season. Again, playing the likes of Green Bay, a team that doesn't run the ball very much, they were able to match up well with them, as well as the Eagles early in that wild card round. It will be an RPO here. Expect to see a lot of this between these two teams as this one goes nowhere. Pickett does have his first pass completed, but no gain there as Norman couldn't fight off the tackle from Ford. And we talked about it on the Panther possession for the Jets. It's trying to stay out of these 2nd and longs, 3rd and longs, because that's the one thing with Kenny Pickett. He's great when it's 3rd and short, about 3rd and 4 or 5. It's when he has to start throwing the ball down the field is where he sees some trouble indeed as Brian Burns and Carmichael converge at the 25-yard line. It'll be a loss of 9. And after picking up the first down, the Jets have gone backwards on consecutive plays. And you see the replay there. The right tackle, left tackle, both had no chance. As Brian Burns, look at that poor right tackle. He's on all fours. As this is exactly what you want if you're the Panthers. Set up the 3rd and long. Everyone knows what play call this is defensively. I'm not going to say it, but you see the formation. I think you know what we're going to see here. Pickett. It's a 3-man rush. He runs out of time, throws a dangerous pass that this should have been intercepted. It was batted down instead. And the offenses have sputtered on their opening drives. This is the first punt today. Again, Panthers' drive ended with the interception. So here's Duval. He will send an end-over-end kick to the Jets sideline where Graves awaits it at the 25. Graves cutting field. He's got one man to beat already. Picks up the block from the punter, and I think we have our first score. Keon Graves to the crib. Touchdown, Panthers. 75-yard return, and the Panthers strike first in this Super Bowl. And the extra point here from McCourt to make it 7-0. I don't know what it is about the coding of this Madden, folks, but you've seen so many punt returns in these playoffs, and not just this season, all 5 throughout Madden 24. One of the notable ones I can remember off the top of my head, of course, was the kick return touchdown last year's Super Bowl, and that was one of those where it was promised and delivered, and then we had a couple of, I think, Devin Duvernay touchdowns on punts as well. But anyway, Kenny Pickett and the Jet offense are going to have to figure things out now after trailing. And again, this is a Jet team that I don't believe they've trailed at all in their playoff run. Again, round 1 took on the Chargers. Upstart coach there. It's his first season in NFASL. Was able to take care of business in the wild card round. And the second round was able to outlast Kansas City in a shootout. Got off to a big lead there and was able to hold on. And a similar thing in the AFC Championship game as Breece Hall was just too much for the Cincinnati Bengals. And again, for Coach Deuce, this is a legacy game for him. He's trying to reach his 3rd NFASL Super Bowl, first one without Aaron Rodgers. And for Coach Brazy, trying to finally get his name engraved in the Hall of Champions for the first time. Breece Hall off the check down, breaking tackles, and will be escorted out of play at the 38, but pickup of 12 for Pickett. And the Jets' drive continues here as they have a new set of downs. So, those of you just joining us here, late stages of the first quarter, it is 7-0 Carolina off the strength of the Keon Graves 75-yard punt return. That happened moments ago. Breece Hall running the stretch to the right, jukes outside, picks up extra yardage, tiptoes down the sideline, and he's got a first down. Man, what a weapon Breece Hall has become here. Again, out of Iowa State, played with Brock Purdy back in college. And, I mean, those of you that didn't see his highlights in school, man, I'm telling you, he was one of those guys. Took the college football world by storm. Jets have clearly found themselves a next generation back in the form of Breece Hall. So he'll sub out. Off play action, Kenny Pickett with a duck and an excellent play by Bell. He was looking to hook up there with Garrett Wilson, but that pass was knocked away incomplete. And Pickett, as we talked about, it's those throws 10 to 15 yards down the field that he really struggles with. His best bread and butter, of course, the checkdowns. And, you know, sometimes he is able to hit those deep throws. So we'll see if Pickett's able to show some consistency here. And that's the type of throw you want to see as it is dropped. Hardman should have been able to hold on to that, but didn't. And it is now third down. And we talked about it earlier. This is where the Jets don't want to live, these third and longs. Again, at the 47-yard line here, they will play it conservatively, and boy, did that end horribly for the Jets. Not only do they not get anywhere close to the first down, but they lose yardage, and Brian Burns forces another 3-and-out. So Graves already has taken one back here. I think this time Duvall will try to corner him, and he keeps it in play, but Graves wants nothing to do with it as the ball will bounce out of the back of the end zone. That will be a touchback, and the Panthers, up 7, will take over at the 20. And Carolina in the regular season had a top 3 scoring offense. Hasn't scored offensively to this point as Tyreek Hill has checked into the game. That's his first catch of the Super Bowl. Pickup of 14. And we have a stoppage of play here. We've reached the end of the first quarter here in Tampa. Panthers on top of the Jets by a score of 7-0 here in the Season 5 Super Bowl of NFASL. So we start quarter number 2. It'll be the Panthers taking over at the 34-yard line. Again, in NFASL, this is Super Bowl 58. This pass is complete. Tyreek Hill. And Sauce Gardner prevents a first down, but a gain of 9 by Hill. Back-to-back receptions there. And that's going to be such a tantalizing matchup throughout the course of the night. Sauce Gardner, Tyreek Hill. 2 highly sought-after speed defensive back versus receiver. Let's see who gets the better of that matchup as the night progresses. Williams will fight for first down yardage, and that's all he gets is about a yard, but the chains will be reset now. Downs as well. Again, just the 11th play called so far by this Panther offense. It has been a short one thus far, and look at the speed from Patrick Queen. Looked like Tyreek Hill had nothing but green grass in front of him and instead is held to a 3-yard reception by the former Baltimore Raven. Three by one set this time for Carolina on second down. Bryce Young against the 4-man rush. Pressure coming. He's going to chuck it down the field. It's a one-on-one shot. It is incomplete. Too far out in front for Graves, who has, again, the game's sole touchdown. So a missed opportunity that time against the cover 0. Bryce Young would love to have that throw back. Instead, they are facing a third down and about 7 to go. So they need to get to the Jet 40. Here comes Williams, and he just demolishes Bryce Young. Defense has been the name of the Super Bowl thus far, as well as special teams. So here is Jordan Stout from his own 30. This one almost blocked by Groves, but it is barely able to get it away. Here's Norman at his own 11. And he's cornered, and he will just run out of play at the 24 to pick up 12 or 13. But so far, it's been that field position game. It's been defense to this point. Panthers' first drive, they got all the way to the goal line, but then turned it over on that erroneous throw from Bryce Young. Kenny Pickett hasn't been able to sustain a drive to this point. And again, only touchdown's been off the punt return. Pickett will throw on first down. Looking to his right. It is hauled in by Tyler Lockett, the wily veteran now in his 12th season in the NFASL. Again, drafted and played the majority of his career with Seattle, but came over in free agency a couple seasons ago. Off the RPO, this is Garrett Wilson's first catch of the Super Bowl, the X-Factor receiver, up to the 40. And so we have a Pittsburgh to Ohio State connection there, as Max McBath able to check into the Super Bowl with his first tackle. Again, it's been a defensive game thus far, akin to the real-life Super Bowl between the Chiefs and 49ers. That one took about 3.5 quarters before the offenses got going. Hopefully we don't have that happen here, but it is at the same time refreshing to see some defense. And on cue, there goes Breece Hall into Panther territory, and he is knocked out of play at the 32. His longest rush of the day and the longest play from scrimmage in this Super Bowl, as Breece Hall will pick up a cool 27 yards. Off play action, Pickett buying time, looking to his left. It is caught by Lockett. Short gain, though, tackled immediately. As again, you see the yards per attempt for Kenny Pickett. He's 5 of 8 for 32 yards, so he's only averaging around 6 yards of completion, well below the NFASL average. But again, the Jets trying to match the score here. They're trailing by 7 midway through the second quarter. Pickett looking for the crosser. He delivers his best throw of the night in stride to Mecole Hardman Jr., who is taken down at the 2. Oh, I would have loved to see a look at that replay there. It looked like there was the user, the man playing trail coverage there, and man, and the safety all within about 3-yard vicinity, but Pickett was able to fit that window in. And Breece Hall will tie this game with a touchdown. And we do have an injury timeout. It looks like an offensive lineman slow to get up. So the Jets come back after the punt return touchdown. They get a stop defensively, get the ball back, and they go 76 yards in just 6 plays. And for Tittman, the center, he will not return. So that could be a really interesting change of events here in this Super Bowl. I don't know how good the backup is at center, but we do know that the Carolina Panthers D-line, they don't play any games. So Graves will not take it out the end zone, and Bryce Young with the slate clean here. The game is tied at 7. They have about 4 minutes to play, and they're full array of timeouts. So these are the possessions that I'm always most curious in, the last 4 minutes of a half, because you have the opportunity to try to double dip. Again, Panthers got the ball first, so for them, I think the goal might be to try to score and take as much time off the clock as they can. Of course, the Jets want to give them offense an opportunity to have the ball again. As Bryce Young, we saw that earlier, he keeps it on the read option. He picks up, let's see, about 15 more yards that time. And that's been a good staple that they've added to the run game. Of course, they have Jamal Williams, not the type of back you expect to see in a Super Bowl, but as Higgins has his second catch, he jukes away and is able to find first down yardage. That was a shifty move there from the former Clemson Tiger. Again, drafted by the Cincinnati Bengals. He came over in that Derek Brown trade with Cincinnati a few seasons back. And this is Jamal Williams off the RPO give. Give him about 9 as we approach the 2-minute warning here in Tampa Bay. It's been a lovely Super Bowl so far. Weather has been agreeable to this point. Not too much wind. The skies have been mild, and I believe we're in the mid-70s here in an early February night. 2-minute warning time here in Super Bowl 58. Jets and Panthers deadlocked at 7, and Carolina striking here. They're inside the New York Jet 40-yard line. And Coach Brazy, Coach Deuce. These two coaches played a decent amount back when Deuce was the head coach of the Green Bay Packers. And more importantly, this is one of my favorite connections between these two coaches. Again, we've seen a lot of trades that have been one-sided. I think the most one-sided trade I've ever seen was between these two coaches, where Brazy, I think he got like 399s or 299s from Deuce. And it was one that I think Coach Deuce regrets heavily. So 1st and 10 here after the pickup on 2nd down from Williams. Here comes pressure off the edge. Young sees it and will just evacuate. He'll just throw the ball away there. I think in real life you might see a intentional grounding there, because it didn't look like that was near any receiver. But Madden does not have that type of coding. So we will look at 2nd and 10 now from the 36. Clock stops with 93 seconds to play in the opening half. Young, clean pocket, looking for the end zone. It is caught for the touchdown. Higgins with a gain of 36 and will break our tie. Panthers back out on front. Extra point by McCord is no good. He pushed it to the right, as that might be a huge moment as we look back at this game. Oh my goodness. So the lead is 6 now for Carolina. Jets have 2 timeouts and will be getting the ball back with 1:28 to play. Here is Norman, about 5 yards into his own end zone. He'll take this one out. As he jukes away, tries to get outside. He's past the 20, but he won't get any further, as that was excellent pursuit and tackling angle there from the Carolina gunner. Jets will start at the 23. So they were able to score on that last possession. There was a really nice throw from Kenny Pickett to Mecole Hardman. Breece Hall capped it off with a touchdown run. Pickett out the pocket here on first down, on the run, complete. It is Wilson. And that will be a first down as Wilson gets out of play at the 35. Pickett, again, has only thrown for 60 yards to this point, but no turnovers. Run game has gotten off to a good start. Breece Hall already over 70 yards rushing, and he'll add to it here. Trying to juke outside, but a great open field tackle as the Jets will use tempo here. 60 seconds left in the half. As they're going to change the play up here. Pickett to his right. It is Breece Hall out the backfield. Pickup of another 3. Stayed in bounds, however. Clock continues to run. We're now down to 30 seconds in the half. Big third down, though, for the Jets. They got to get to the 45 to keep this drive alive. And this is an absolute duck. It's intercepted by Baxter. Big number 92's got blockers. He's at the 20, the 10. Call it a touchdown. Carolina on a pick 6. James Harrison-esque. Late in the first half. And he's got the same number, 92. Takes it the distance. And the extra point this time by McCourt is good. Mega mistake from Kenny Pickett. Cannot make that miss right there, as it was a red throw. I honestly don't know who it was to, because the receivers look to be on the sides, running the seam routes there, and that throw was just right in the waiting arms of one Cole Baxter. So we've had a special teams touchdown, we've had a defensive touchdown. The Panthers have used all 3 phases to score touchdowns in this first half. Again, Jets get the ball to start the second half, but man, things have just turned on their head. So now with just 21 seconds, I'm really curious to see what the Jets try to do here. See what they can do on first down. Pickett running out of time. Ooh, that looked like it could have been a fumble, but it will be ruled an incomplete pass. 17 seconds left as the Panthers are trying to take control here in the late stages of this first half. RPO, Mecole picks up a block, and now he's free. 50, 40, 30, are you kidding me? 20, 15, and knocked out of play at the 12. 7 seconds to go. And when you need a spark, just hit it to number 6. He's had all of the Jets' big passing plays today. Oh my goodness, the Panthers are going to call a timeout to give their guys a chance to catch their breath, and we will do the same. Wow, what a big play there from the Jets, but they got to punch it in here. Probably have 2, maybe 3 plays if you're lucky to get into this end zone from the 12. Pickett running out of time. He's going to have to throw it away. That took 2 seconds, maybe more. And we do have a penalty. Oh, they're going to hit Kenny with the grounding call, and now you're going to have to send the field goal unit out to make this a 10-point game. So this is going to come down to the leg of Kevin Riddle. Very accurate kicker. He made 92% of his kicks in the regular season, and he drills this one as it sends us to halftime. Panthers, off the strength of a punt return touchdown, a pick 6, and a 36-yard touchdown pass from Young to Higgins, lead this Super Bowl by a score of 20-10. So we look into half 2. There's the replay of the interception. Maybe it was going to Hardman, but I'm not sure. But either way, the 50-yard pick 6 right there, as they're going to show, I think, the throw to Hardman here. No, the interception again. But either way, 20 minutes remaining in Super Bowl number 58. Welcome back into the broadcast booth. I'm Thomas Jones IV. Panthers up 20-10. Coach Brazy trying to get that elusive first ring here in NFASL. And for Coach Deuce, he's looking for number 3 to separate himself from the two-timers. It'll be Kenny Pickett and the offense for New York to start the third quarter. They were off to a good start. They got an interception in the first drive. They were able to tie the game up at 7, have yet to lead in this Super Bowl. And they're going to have to rely on number 20, and that's exactly what you want to see out the gates. Breece Hall in the open field, juking, and he's up to the 49. As you see the gaudy numbers there, 8 carries, 77 yards. He's averaging over 9 yards a touch, has a touchdown to go with that. And in just one play, he cracks it for 24 yards. Check that, 25 yards. And that's exactly what the doctor ordered for New York. And we talked about it at the Open. Panthers, one of the best run defenses in this league, but Breece Hall is just a different animal. And Pickett this time was going to keep it on the read option. He was known to do this a little bit in college, and he did slide that time. They gave him a chance to fake it. He'll pick up 6, and now in Panther territory on just 2 plays. Jets are wasting no time after coming out the locker room break. And again, I'm going to just try to take a guess here. This is like 5 years into the future, so this would be like 2028. I guess Post Malone. We'll say Post Malone did the halftime show. I could see that in about 5 years. He'll have a catalog big enough. Norman on the jet touch pass. Nothing doing. Maybe a yard. Because I can't really think of any Tampa artists. Does anybody know? Just tag me in the chat if you can think of any like Florida artists big enough to do a Super Bowl. I don't know. But anyway. 3rd down and 3. Good news for the Jets is right now they could go for it if they don't pick up this first down. They just have to maintain this yard marker. They're going to hand it off to Hall, and he's just too strong. He's got the first down as he carries defenders across the yellow line. As DeAndre Baker did everything he could to try to keep that from being a first down, as you see yet again that replay. So Breece Hall, a couple of first downs, big carry on this drive. Jets now at the 41 of Carolina. Pickett to throw on first down. Wide open target. He cannot hook up with Wilson. That would have at least put the Panthers, checked at the Jets, inside the red zone. Instead, it'll be 2nd and 10. And we've seen a couple of these throws that these quarterbacks wish they had back. A couple of really bad interceptions for both of them. But at the same time, a couple of really great throws. Breece Hall this time on 2nd down. This man is just unreal. I didn't see any lane for him to work through, and he just breaks a tackle and turns nothing into 7 yards as he's now hit the century mark on the evening. Just 3 minutes into the second half. Breece on the RPO, ducking, dodging, breaking tackles, losing the football, and the Jets recover it. Oh, my goodness. I think the tight end Kuntz is going to... I'm just going to go ahead and put him in front for if the Jets come back and win. That's my MVP because that could have been a disastrous way for this opening drive to end. Breece Hall's been dominant so far. Pickett, quick throw. He's going back to Kuntz, and look at him go inside the 5, diving for the end zone, but he cannot score because Madden has awful animations. This man went for a dive and instead got that animation where you just shove the guy out the way and he steps out of bounds. But back-to-back hero ball plays from the former Old Dominion University tight end. And it's now 1st and goal. Both Deuce Vaughn and Breece Hall checking in here. It'll be Deuce Vaughn. Yeah, I don't know about a 5'6" running back at the goal line here. That didn't work. Jeremy Chin just towering over the former Kansas State Wildcat, but they'll back it up here. 2nd down now. This time the Jets will bring a fullback out on the field. It's a carry up the middle for Breece Hall, and Panthers are ready. Look at the cavalry knocking Breece backwards for a loss of 3. And we got some extracurricular there, too. We see this Panther defense fired up here for 3rd down. 3 straight runs. This time Hall will fight, and he is taken down at the 1-yard line. What do you do now if you're the Jets? You trail by 10. This drive has already taken 6 minutes off the clock. Of course, you know me, guys. I'm an aggressive play caller. I go for it here. Try to get this to 3 points. If not, hope that you can get a safety or something to put some pressure on the Panthers. So here we go. 4th and goal from the 1-yard line. And the Jets are just going to play turkey here. Take the delay, and it looks like they'll just take the points. So Jets are looking to try to get this back to a one-possession game. Definitely, again, I definitely understand the logic here. You want to keep this a one-possession game, keep the game pressure on the Panthers. Again, Coach Brazy has been known to choke these leads away. It happened multiple times throughout this Madden cycle. Again, that big Eagles loss in Season 1 looked that way for a moment in that NFC Championship game. They called an RPO where it looked like that pass was going to get intercepted, and instead, roughing the passer changed the trajectory of that one. So let's see how they do with the lead this time. Up 7. Again, that drive took 6.5 minutes off the clock, but the Jets only find 3. There's a handoff for Williams, and he is taken down by his left ankle at the 32-yard line. So pickup of 7 there on first down. It'll be 2nd and 3 now from the Carolina 32. Go right back to Williams. He's got a first down and more to the 39-yard line. We'll give him a gain of about 5. Under 2.5 to play here in the third quarter. This has been a defensive battle so far. Had some big plays at the end of the first half. Pressure there, and what an adjustment made by Williams, who is going to have another first down as he spins his way across the goldenrod line. And now with that last completion, Bryce Young has his X Factor activated. And Johnson's going to check into the game to spell Jamal Williams. Quick throw to Tyreek Hill. He makes the leaping grab, but that will allow Gardner to make the tackle. Another short gain. And so far in that matchup, I say that it's been going Sauce Gardner's way. He's held Tyreek to 4 catches, 30 yards. So he's limiting the run after catch capability that makes Tyreek Hill a potential Hall of Famer. And this throw behind Williams, uncharacteristic miss there from Young. And a crucial third down awaits now. As you see, the crowd is at a fever pitch here. A lot of Jet fans made the trip down here. And, of course, you know this is a big Panther crowd. It's only about 90 miles away from Charlotte. Bryce Young on third down. Pass is dropped. T. Higgins couldn't hold on. And I remember talking to Coach B. Great, I think, a couple seasons ago. And that was his biggest gripe with him, was those third down crucial plays. He seems to get the butterfingers. Jets defense gets the stop they need to get the Panthers off the field. And the offense will take over inside the 10. This is an excellent punt from Jordan Stout, former Penn State Nittany Lion. So it'll be Breece Hall, Kenny Pickett, Mecole Hardman, as well as Garrett Wilson, who's been kept at bay to this point. Play action on first down. Pickett cannot hook up with a wide-open Kuntz. And again, we talked about it, that 10 to 15-yard throw. For whatever reason, Kenny Pickett has a real tough time hitting those throws in stride with the back, hitting your back leg and getting the ball out immediately. Second down, screen set up. Perfect blocks, Deuce Vaughn. He's got wheels, and he will have the first down to the 23-yard line. Again, we talked about Deuce Vaughn earlier. Tried to get the handoff at the 1-yard line. That's more of what his role is that scat back guy that can turn nothing into something. Has such great change of direction, speed, agility, all of those qualities. As Breece Hall getting to the outside, making men look stupid, and will pick up 5 on what could be the final play of quarter number 3. Well, folks, we have what looks to be 1 quarter remaining in the NFASL season. Live from Raymond James Stadium, Super Bowl 58 between the Carolina Panthers and New York Jets. It is 2013, Jets trailing and have the ball, down 7. And can Kenny Pickett lead them back as this throw is caught by Zach Kuntz, the seam route available. Again, Jets are trailing. They're able to use that that tempo, the no huddle, as Breece Hall is able to break the tackle and turn what would have been a loss maybe back to the line of scrimmage to 5 more. And that's just what Breece Hall does, and what makes some of these players so special is that ability to turn plays that seemingly have no chance of working into a fruitful gain. On second down, Pickett again to throw. Rolling to his right, only has one receiver over there who was well covered, so he will throw it away. And again, folks, the Jets trailing in the fourth quarter. Every possession now is 4-down territory, regardless of where they line up on the field. Again, first 3 quarters, you have to be at the 45 or closer. But again, I think Coach Deuce understands that, so you always have those 2 play calls on these 3rd and 5s. You want to get something quick to try to get the first down, and if not, set up a 4th and short. So they'll throw quickly to Breece Hall on the halfback swing screen. And look at him go. Pushed out a play at the 29. And again, you're just seeing time after time, Jets are able to get these quick throws, these schemed receivers open on throws at or behind the line of scrimmage, and then the run after catch capability. Pickett to throw off play action. Runs out of time. I think he was looking too deep down the field. Had to look like a man right in front of him, but Carmichael will register his first full sack of the evening. He's now up to 1.5, as him and Brian Burns have been quiet up until this point. So it's a nice thing for the Panther defense to see them show some resistance here, as we're under 8 to play. Pickett again, running out of time, and we'll have to throw it away. This time it was Burns applying the pressure. And quickly, this drive is fading into oblivion. 3rd and 15. It's a 3-man rush. Pickett, plenty of time, has a man wide open. It's Hardman for the first down. What a nice adjustment made by Mecole Hardman, because the throw was a bit behind him. He was able to sit on that in route, and that catch puts him over 100 yards on the evening. It's now 1st and 10, inside the 15-yard line now. Hardman again, breaking a tackle, and jukes maybe a little bit too much there, as he will pick up 9. And it's now 2nd down and 1. Jeremy Chin has been the man to make these tackles in the open field. He's been busy all day long, as Colbert will check into the game. And they tried to do an end around to him, but Brian Burns was ready. He saw it earlier. It was the first play they called in the Super Bowl. We'll try to come back to it. And you just saw the penetration there from the Panther front 4. It'll back them up now to the 11. It's now 3rd and 7 as these passing windows get tighter. Here comes Burns, who just absolutely ruined Mekhi Becton. And now the Jets are going to take the points again. They're going to now try to cut this down to 4. Have to rely on their defense to get one more stop. For the Panthers, this is exactly what you want. You can kick all the field goals you need to. It's not going to the touchdowns are what the Panthers can't afford here. So the score is now 20-16. 5:02 left to play. And if you can do the math, I think the Panthers, realistically, you're about 4 or 5 first downs from winning the Super Bowl. Again, you think about it, if you can get first down on 2 plays, maybe that takes a good minute 20 off the clock. And you're able to do that 4 or 5 times, there's not much, no more time after that. So again, you look at just the disparity in yardage. Jets doubling the Panthers' offense in yardage. As this throw is caught by Higgins, he cuts upfield. He's got the first down, stays in bounds, up to the 43. So there's one of them right there, as Higgins atones for the drop on the last possession. It's Bryce Young looking for that all-elusive first Super Bowl in his very first trip to this point. Good pocket. Throw is incomplete. Overshot the tight end Sheffield on what could have been a big play. That may have been a touchdown if he hooks up with him. Instead, we look at second down now. Young looking. It is intercepted. It's picked off by Cox, and we have a Jet defensive touchdown for the lead. Naruto running into the end zone. Touchdown, New York. Oh, my goodness. We talked about it. I'm thinking of the 1994 Eastern Conference Finals between the Pacers and the Knicks, Reggie Miller hitting those three-pointers in a span of 10 seconds, looking over at Spike Lee, hands on his neck. That has to be how Panther fans feel right now, like someone just put the noose around. And in a blink of an eye, the New York Jets have taken the lead late in the fourth quarter. 23-20 as the extra point was good. Bryce Young just had the opportunity to put the game away. Now you put yourself in a chance to come back and win it. Can the Panthers figure it out here? Again, a field goal would tie the game. Touchdown gives them the lead. Man, things have flipped so quickly. And the same thing happened in the first half with the Jets. They looked like they were going to keep things close. That's a great start for Carolina. Nice run up the middle for Jamal Williams. Again, only 8 carries this evening. He's boasted a healthy margin there of over 5 yards a carry. So 3.5 to go. Jets are already at the 39. Check that, Panthers already at the 39. This is going to be an RPO for T. Higgins, and he will gain about 7. Does get out of bounds, so that'll stop the clock. 3:23 remaining as Higgins is closing in on 100 yards. Audible here on 2nd and 7. Again, 4-down territory, more than likely for the Panthers. Bryce Young looking to his left. It's Graves who had the punt return. I think that's his first catch of the game. And it's a first down. To midfield exactly. And yes, it is. That's Keon Graves' first reception of the game, but he definitely is in the running for Super Bowl MVP, should the Panthers win this game. Jamal Williams, great open field tackle to limit that to just 2. Looked like Williams was going to easily have the first down, but Tompkins had other ideas. Final play before the 2-minute warning. We'll go back to the well. Jamal Williams against Patrick Queen. At least will fall forward to the 45. 2 minutes left to go here in Super Bowl 58. Our score, New York 23, Carolina 20. This one has all the makings of a classic finish. 3rd and 5 now from the 45-yard line. Comes pressure. Young, what a route there from Graves. The inverted whip. And he'll pick up the first down to the 33. You don't see that all too often, folks. I really enjoy that route there because we're so used to seeing that, go to the outside. If that's a cutout and break in, definitely the corner wasn't ready. Big play call there from Carolina. Nice first down pickup. And they're out at the 33. Here comes Quinnen Williams. Bryce Young loses the football. No, they're going to say it's an incomplete pass, but it might as well have been a sack. That's going to be an intentional grounding call, backing the Panthers all the way to the 47-yard line of New York. And time again, Quinnen Williams has wreaked havoc on this interior offensive line of Carolina. Screen set up this time. Great play call. Blocks are set up nicely. Look at the patience from Williams to turn this into 15 or more. 17-yard gain as the patience there from Williams will get the Panthers right back on track. Under a minute and a half to go. Clock continuing to run. After the second down debacle, it's now 3rd and 7. Or excuse me, after the first down debacle, the Panthers able to get this to 3rd and 7. As again, they're going to change up the call here, spread out the receivers. Try to do the same to the defense. Play clock down to 5. Throw to the far sideline is complete for the first down. That is Higgins again, and that'll put him over 100 yards. So 6 catches of 103 yards and the touchdown. Down to 42 seconds. Again, the clock stopped as he got out of bounds. Little chess match here between these two units. The defense is going to change it up. Bryce Young with a bevy of adjustments before calling an RPO. That goes nowhere. Loss of a yard, maybe? No, okay. Tyreek was able to pick up a yard. Clock is still running. And it doesn't appear that the Panthers are going to call a timeout, so I guess at this point, you're already in field goal range. Maybe they're playing it for overtime. That's a possibility. We'll see. Bryce. He's going to take off, and he will have close to first down yardage. He's taking down just maybe a yard or even closer to that, as the Panthers will use their first timeout with 16 seconds to play. So 3rd and inches here. Again, field goal will tie the game, send it to overtime. Touchdown would more than likely win it. Can the Jets make a stand, or can the Panthers complete this comeback? Quick throw, caught for the first down in traffic by Sheffield. I don't know how he held on to that, as it's his first catch of the Super Bowl, and it's the biggest yard he's ever caught for in his career. Timeout by Carolina, 12 seconds now, and it's essentially 1st and goal against a 3-man rush. Look at Quinn Williams' work. I think we have a holding penalty, as Young will pick up 9. Let's check the flag. No, it is an illegal contact against the Jets. The Panthers are going to decline it because you want the yardage over the first down. And boy, this has the makings of a Patriots-Seahawks Super Bowl in real life. I'm trying to remember the Titans-Rams. I don't think they were this close, but obviously it ended, at the 1-yard line. So here we go, 6 seconds. This is possibly for the Super Bowl, folks. Throw to the end zone, caught for the touchdown. Keon Graves, he started it, and I think he just ended it. 4 seconds to play, Panthers with the lead, and the extra point to make it a 4-point game is good. Eat your heart out, Keon Graves. 13 plays, 76 yards, 4 minutes and a second after Bryce Young threw that crazy pick 6 to Cox. Instead, it's a comeback attempt and a possible Super Bowl for Carolina in our final game of the season. So here's the squib. Colbert will go down with 1 second exactly, so Kenny Pickett and the Jet offense will have a Hail Mary and a last option here, as they're going to call a timeout, give people the chance to set up and everything. This is the last play of the Super Bowl, folks, as well as the last play of this Madden. It's going to come down to this. Pickett, he's got the time. Does he have the arm? He's going to be dropped, sacked, and that's it. Carolina has won 27-23, our final score. Coach Brazy with his first Super Bowl, and he's going to take it all the way to South Dakota. Congratulations to the Carolina Panthers. You have defeated the New York Jets. You have won your first Super Bowl off of the cardiac Carolina Panthers. Keon Graves, I would hope, is the Super Bowl MVP. They might give it to Bryce Young for tossing a couple of touchdowns, but so many big moments in this game. The pick 6 from Baxter at the end of the first half, as we have the Lombardi Trophy being presented here. Jeremy Chin up on the podium. Some big plays. T. Higgins with the touchdown. And there's Bryce Young, finally with that first championship. It's a moment you never forget. And for Coach Deuce, close but no cigar again here in the Super Bowl. The Rogers Merchant title, unfortunately, is going to stick for now. But what an effort from New York. That was a fantastic finish. Very reminiscent of the real-life Super Bowl, how it started out very defensive. Obviously, the pick sixes didn't happen in real life, but it came down to the final seconds, as we expected between these two teams. And it was the Panthers who were able to outlast the Jets. And what will go down as an all-time classic here in NFASL lore. Again, final score 27-23. Panthers end Madden 24 with their first Super Bowl. So real quick, we'll just go through the 5 seasons. Season 1, Seattle beat the Ravens. Season 2, Packers beat the Ravens. Season 3, Ravens beat the Lions. Season 4, Packers beat the Patriots. And in Season 5, we have the Panthers defeating the Jets. So that'll do it, folks. Madden 24 has come to a close. And for the entire NFASL crew, I'm Thomas Jones IV. Y'all have a wonderful summer, and we will see you in whatever they call the next Madden, whether it's Madden 25 or whatever number of Madden it is. We'll find out then. Those of you in 4th and Go, sorry to hear that. Have a good one, y'all. Peace.
Damn. Yeah, I don't know. I didn't really deserve to. I didn't even play that well. I mean, I played okay, but the only reason I had the lead because he threw pick 6. But yeah, I probably should use my timeouts, but I trust. I mean, he only scored 1 offensive touchdown until that drive, so I was like, I'll trust my defense. and I knew it would come down to that. I knew it was gonna come down to, and I just I didn't stop it. I know because I ran commit on the play. I ran commit, so I was like, you know. Would I have got it if he didn't dive? Yeah, no, that's and then Hardman got caught at the end of half. I was like, no, it was to lock it, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, yeah, no, it was to lock it like outside the numbers. I was like, okay. No, yeah, that's when I was like, damn, like, you know, I'm not gonna like blame the game, but I'm like, damn, like if I'm gonna miss those throws, I'm gonna lose. Like he missed a couple, and I was like, he missed a drag to Wilson that I was just like, oh my god. All right, well, I gotta go let my dogs out, so appreciate it, Tom. I'll probably still watch it back, even though I lost, but oh yeah, bet, of course, I got you. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh yeah, easily.